There's no need.
Well, I can smell an odor consistent with an alcoholic beverage.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
A packed Southwest Airlines flight to Chicago was just minutes away from takeoff when airport police suddenly stormed the gate and pulled the captain out of the cockpit because someone claimed the pilot had been drinking before the flight. What happened next shocked everyone standing inside the terminal on January 15. 2025 officers confronted the pilot outside the airport after reports that crew members smelled alcohol on his breath just before passengers boarded the plane. At first the pilot
Feels good breathing that fresh air. Feels good. Sorry,
Yeah. Say again?
Good morning, sir.
Morning. How are you?
You doing okay?
Yeah, fine.
When was the last time you had something to drink?
The officer quickly asked the pilot when he last had a drink, attempting to establish a timeline for impairment.
Last night?
How about how many hours ago?
Like 10 hours ago, at least.
How many drinks did you have?
Had a few beers. That's it.
Define a few beers.
A few beers.
Define a few beers.
Like 3.
Okay. Yeah. What'd you drink?
Light beer. Miller Lite.
No light?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Who were you with?
My FO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to provide field sobriety with me right now?
No.
Why not?
There's no need.
Well, I can smell an odor consistent with an alcoholic beverage.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
These.
What is that?
Rose.
Do you have any fresh ones that haven't been in your mouth?
Yeah. Right in my bag.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did you smell? I can smell it. I can smell it. Tobacco or
Just nicotine.
yeah. Smells mini.
stayed calm, even
Actually,
joking with
I'll have it
officers
taken
while
to-
admitting he had drinks the night before, but the conversation instantly turned serious when police asked the most important question: how many drinks did you have? His response, a few beers, only raised more suspicion, especially when he struggled to clearly explain how much alcohol he actually consumed. Officers claimed they could smell alcohol coming from his body and immediately began field sobriety tests right there near the airport entrance, while travelers watched in disbelief. The pilot attempted heel-to-toe walking tests, balance exercises and eye-tracking evaluations, while police carefully observed every movement, searching for signs of impairment. But
I'm just down here because
I understand.
we got the call.
I understand.
I can sense, or I have a smell of a adult beverage coming off of you. I don't know if it's coming out of your mouth or of your skin. If it's coming out of the port, I get it. But we got to do our thing, so we're trying to.
Do I see him?
Would you do field sobriety?
Sure.
Do you have a jacket or something? Because it's kind of
I
cold
do.
outside. I'm gonna do the eyes first. Just watch it, because obviously I know you're not certified, so like I have to do it, but just watch for clues and stuff. Because okay, so all I need you to do is the tip of my pen right here, this little white tip. I'm going to move it back and forth.
Yep.
I need you to follow it with your eyes and your eyes only. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
You'll have any issues doing that for me? Okay. So just pay attention to the tip of the spin. Okay. For this next exercise, I know it's kind of difficult because it's kind of at an incline, but just on here on this most flat surface, I need you to take a series of heel-toe steps. I'm going to explain it to you. What you're going to do is you're going to put your left foot or your right foot, whichever's more comfortable. I'm left-handed, so I'm using my right foot first. You're going to go heel-toe, and if you just take a step to the side really quick, you're just going to take a series of heel-toe steps and count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you do that until you get to 10. Make sure you count out loud. Make sure you go heel toe. Don't look down. Don't put your arms out for balance. Do you think you'd have any issues with that?
No problem.
Okay.
I'll walk here so I can get well.
You can start right there. All right, you ready?
Yep.
You may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Can you turn around and go the other way?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alright, if you step down on this little platform. Alright, so this next test is called the one-legged stand. So what you're going to do is whichever foot you prefer, whichever one you feel like you have a stronger balance with, you're just going to, with your hands at your side, put your foot out in front of you like this, and you're going to hold it. You're just count out loud 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Here we begin.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000. 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000, 11, 1,000, 12, 1,000, 13, 1,000, 14, 1,000, 15, 1,000, 16, 1,000.
Okay, you can stop. Just do me a favor and just hang on really quick. Here's a mince back. I just gotta go talk to them for a minute, okay? Yeah. I saw it, the nice diagnosis. I didn't really see it in the walk-in turn, but I definitely saw the nice diagnosis. So at this point, what would it be? DUI less safe if it doesn't agree to a blood draw, or? Can you come out here so I don't have to squeeze in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys look only at the airport?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if they want to. I just looked at an internship at the airport.
Go to the gate. They check out your backpack.
I can get down with the come off
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Despite cooperating with most of the investigation, the situation exploded after officers accused him of failing multiple parts of the sobriety test and warned him he could be charged for attempting to operate a commercial aircraft under the influence.
So, my name's Corporal Best. I'm the supervisor right now with the Airport Police Department. So, did you guys know I had a few drinks last night?
I met here. We had a drink, yeah.
Okay. So, my problem is that right now, Sam, talking to you, I don't smell anything coming off of you. I can smell a very strong odor, alcohol beverage coming off of him. And That's a huge issue, regardless in general, whether we were standing on the side of the road and the Toyota Camry was right next to you, but it's an even bigger issue because there's what, probably 100 and...
There's not that many people. It doesn't matter. That's not the point, yeah.
But the issue is I can detect it, and so obviously I don't know where you guys are based out of, where the hub is, but with the FST that I just put him through, he did exhibit signs of impairment on top of the other officer as well. So I am going to make a phone call to my supervisor, but there's a very strong possibility, or a very strong probability, that he's going to be taken to Shadow County Detention Center for the willful intent to operate an aircraft while intoxicated. So if you need to start making some roll calls, I would just go ahead and start doing it, okay? And I was like, when I put into FST, he's exhibiting strong signs. So I've already told him to go ahead and start making the phone calls, because
Yeah, I told the airlines too, but
and it would be what, DUI for the willful intent of operating an aircraft? Well,
yeah, because it's commercial. You can't have any impairment on a commercial aircraft. Like, it's like CDLs. You know, they don't have a presumptive alcohol.
Alright, so do you have any personal belongings on the plane?
I do.
What do you have on there? Like just like your go bag and like a drawer and everything?
No.
Okay. So my issue is I'm trained in standardized field sobriety, and you've exhibited strong signs, and even after speaking with your first pilot, like the issue is, would you agree to a blood draw to test your blood alcohol content? No. Okay, well the issue is when you agreed to the field sobriety, you exhibited the symptoms, and if you're refusing to a blood draw, that's DUI less safe for the willful intention to operate a commercial aircraft.
Seriously?
Yes, sir.
How did I fail? I did everything.
The signs that you exhibited during those 3 tests, I'm able to articulate based off those and the odor coming off of your person. It's very consistent with DUI.
Okay. Well, yeah. So what do you want me to do?
So what's going to happen is if you don't agree to a blood draw, it'll be DUI less safe. But that's the route that we're going to have to take, unfortunately. Okay.
Okay. And if I did agree to a blood draw, then what?
I mean it's a good part of the ongoing investigation.
Right.
It is what it is. So. But obviously, I can't coax you in it. You have your right. You said no. So based off that alone, and based off the field sobriety that you...
Even if I gave you blood, then nothing would change.
Okay.
Right?
That is your willful choice that you were willing to make, but based off the calls that we received stating that people down in TSA could smell what smelled like alcohol coming off of your breath, and they're not trained. I am trained in odor and alcohol impairment.
That's fine. I mean, nothing's going to change your mind. I didn't even talk to TSA today. I went to KCM.
It's operated by TSA.
Right. Okay. So, all right, I'll get my stuff, but whatever you gotta do.
Okay.
The pilot insisted he was fine to fly and appeared stunned when officers told him he was being detained because according to police even the smell of alcohol on a commercial pilot was considered an enormous safety risk. Within minutes the man trusted to fly hundreds of passengers safely through the sky was placed in handcuffs beside the airport roadway while Southwest Airlines launched its own internal investigation to determine whether the captain was truly intoxicated or if the situation had spiraled out of control. The incident instantly went viral online, leaving thousands asking the same terrifying question: how close did this flight come to disaster?
Get all the first officer's information.
How about canned? How do you feel about
Is it
a
sparkling?
can? No,
I
this
have
is flat water.
sparkling.
We have sparkling.
No, I wasn't afraid it was
No,
going to be
yeah,
sparkling.
no, we
It's
just
flat.
make it easier to recycle.
So, I don't believe that they're going to allow you to keep all this at the jail. So we're just going to log it into our evidence here. So that way, once you get bailed out, you come back here, there'll be a property sheet and everything. So you'll have to come back out here. Then our evidence custodian will sign your luggage back out to you. Okay?
I guess. How about my wallet?
You can keep that. And then do you have your phone as well? Yeah, those they'll let you keep those. Unfortunately, just because it's like big luggage and everything, they don't let people keep that anymore. So if you just stand face away from me. Oh, hang on, before you sit down, just put your hands right back for me, palms up. Just go way back for
I'm currently detained in the back of his car. I was trying to explain that we are to be released to us, but I just want to make sure that they hear that that's what's supposed to happen.
Yes. When we have, normally when we have reports from TSA as well, we do get involved because the FAA and the DOT have regulations that we also have to follow.
Yes, ma'am.
And so we have to also conduct an observation because that will determine his employment with us.
Mm-hmm.
We normally have to have, when there is an incident reported, we have to have a test done on him as well. But first, we do need to conduct an observation to see if there was any sign or symptom, a true smell of alcohol. Does he have any kind of other signs, with his eyes? Usually our leaders they're trained to detect these signs and symptoms.
Yes.
And if there are any of those signs and symptoms, then we would then proceed to have testing done.
Okay,
Sorry.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry to interrupt. My name is Lieutenant Wilder. So you said you have an inspector coming. Okay, my problem is that when they come like 30 minutes to an hour, and all the stuff that my officer just got through, that he's a certified DUI person as well. But at that time, with alcohol and his test, he failed 2 of them. So it don't guarantee that when your inspector get there,
yeah. So what is your process right now?
As of right now, when Officer Best did his DUI steps, he failed 2 out of 3, and he can smell the alcohol coming from his purse.
In the end, the pilot was removed from duty as both police and Southwest Airlines continued separate investigations, but the bigger debate had only just begun. Was this a dangerous pilot stopped moments before disaster or a rushed judgment that destroyed a career in minutes? Either way, one thing is certain: hundreds of passengers were unknowingly caught in the middle of a situation that could have changed lives forever.